Assalamualaikum to Dr. Noatika. My name is Lokman Hakim bin MUNSI. In this video, me and my team members are going to present our topic, which is classification algorithms for analysis and prediction of adult income using WEKA. Let's start.
Income is defined as a household's earning in a given year. It includes a variety of revenue sources such as salaries, wage, investments, dividends, rent, and employee contributions to any pension plan. According to Michelle, economist researcher has studied regarding income, and there are many ways of measuring income, such as involving earnings, savings, consumption, production, public finance, capital investment, and many more. Why adult income must be measured? According to CFI Education, income is one of the important metrics determined by National Income Accounting. National Income Accounting refers to the government bookkeeping system that measures the health of an economy, projected growth, economic activity, and development during a certain period. By monitoring adult income, it helps in assessing the performance of an economy and the flow of money in an economy. In the adult income dataset, the objective of this analysis is to understand the trends and representation of certain demographics in the specified attributes. The aims of this analysis are to identify the classification models or algorithms in order to measure the adult income with more than 50,000 or less or equal to 50,000. To better understand the contributing factors that have an effect on adult income, this study applied data mining techniques to measure the actual adult income using classification techniques.
Next, I will present about related works. This section discusses about our relevant topics. Our goal is to provide an overview of various work in the field of analytics so that you may grasp their significance in relation to revenue. Income was mentioned as a primary domain of concentration, and appropriate inferences were drawn for it. Kenikal 2005 attempt to comprehend the link between the wealth and income. In the lowest income bracket, there are few wealthy people. It has been observed that older workers have more property and earn more money than their younger counterparts. People who have retired from their job, on the other hand, consume more wealth and have less income than young people. Other than that, the other findings show that rising inequality may have larger economic implications. It comprised a decrease in saving rates and increase in debt. Household income is related to the percentage of high status cars in a certain location. The Venice research focused on the factors that influence workers' primary source of income, which is pension plans, social security, self-employment, and personal savings are the four main sources of retirement income. Next slide is about methodology. In order to get the data from analysis, we use this process. First, we extract the data from learning dataset Kaggle for the particular link. After that, the extract data will be cleaned, and then we go to the processor, feature selection, which is classified, associate, and plot analysis to visualize the result. This figure shows how we get the data from analysis and prediction of adult income dataset. As I said before, we extract the data from learning dataset Kaggle, then we claim the data and go through preprocessor, which is classify, associate, and attribute selection. For the classified analysis, which is income adult, we have education level, age, gender, occupation, and race. Then we just check appropriate for associate, and for attribute selection, we info game by attribute eval and correlation attribute eval. In this study, we use the data mining method. Information technology is evolving and growing rapidly. Data mining mines meaningful knowledge from large amount of data. Data mining is used as a synonym for knowledge discovery from data, KDD term. Data mining is one of the important phases of this KDD process. Data become meaningful when they are processed for finding knowledge. Today, using data mining technique that can process a large amount of data is becoming more important.
three simple algorithms used to forecast the adult income that influenced by the individual's education numbers, genders, age, and many more that using the KNN dataset. The dataset contained 48,842 instances with 8 attributes. The WEKA tool is an effective classification tool that was utilized in this work. The data for this research was collected from KNN dataset. Initially, original data consists of string value and numeric value. In order to enable the association, analysis, and others, the author have transformed the data to nominal data type. As Madam and others can see in Table 1, they have 8 attributes which are age. Nominal for age is 17 to 19 years old. For final weight and education number, nominal is integer greater than 0. Then is gender. Gender have 2 gender which is male and female. Capital gain and capital loss, both nominal is integer greater than or equal to 0. Hour per week, nominal is continuous. And lastly is income, that nominal is less than 50,000 or more than 50,000. For Table 2, it can be seen that the most of the respondents rate the class as below than 50k for blue color and followed by more than 50k in red colors.
Next, I will proceed with feature selection. Using WEKA, the feature selection discovers the most influential attributes using infogain attribute evaluation and correlation-based attribute evaluation as shown in Table 2 and Table 3. It can be summarized that the most influential attribute contributing to educational number, attribute number 3. Such methods using ranker with infogain attribute evaluation and correlation attribute evaluation have been applied to the dataset to see if any changes in dimensions contribute to the adult income. As a result, both infogain attributes and correlation attributes generate similar results, and the most contributing factors is attribute number 3, educational number, attribute number 4, gender, and attribute number 1, age. Next, specifying the selected algorithms. There are various classification methods, and the authors use specific algorithms for mining the dataset of the adult income. Those are found in the WEKA program. The accuracy of the classifier was assessed by using the WEKA tool on a dataset containing 48,842 occurrences and 8 characteristics. On the WEKA interface, the effects of the adult income dataset were classified with the 3 sets of classification algorithms, namely IBK, K-nearest neighbor, K-star, and randomizable filtered classifier, which resulted in more than 90% precision. The performance of these 3 algorithms methods was assessed utilizing data testing training mode.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohd Fitri bin ZULKEFLY and I will present about classification algorithm selection. In the classification problem, there are 5 algorithms that we can use as a starting point, which are logistic regression, naive-based, decision tree, k-nearest neighbor, and support vector machine. The table shows the result of comparison of different classifiers based on accuracy. There are 48,842 instances recorded with 8 main attributes that have been analyzed, and 3 classification methods were used to measure the accuracy of the dataset. After testing and training the dataset with all active machine learning algorithms in WEKA, the result shows that there are 3 main groups of machine learning algorithms that work best with this dataset. The 3 groups were a lazy group with IBK and K-star algorithm, and a meta group with randomizable filter classifier algorithm. Based on the findings, the accuracy of the selected classifier developed varies between 98% and 99%, which may be enhanced further by selecting relevant characteristics. The high influential attributes were selected using these two. After assessing the outcome of algorithm, 3 of the group show the same amount, which is 99 and 48,000% as shown in Table 3 and Figure 3 respectively. Okay, now let's move to the next part, association rules result. There are 2 elements to an association rules, an antecedent if and a consequent if. We use WEKA for our datasets and use the a priori method. Using the a priori algorithm, we want to find the association rules that have minimum support equal to 0.1 and minimum confidence equal to 0.9. Based on the results, the lowest support was 0.9. The metric confidence minimum was 0.9, and 2 cycles. As indicated in Table 4, we identify the optimal rule. For adult income level, from out of 10 rules generated in the dataset, the most contributing factors to the adult income dataset will be final wage, capital gain, and capital loss. Overall, it can be seen that the most contributing factors to the employee productivity are being dominated by the three best rules, which are final wage, capital gain, and capital loss.
For my part, I am going to present about trend analysis. Let's start. In this trend, there are two types of class, which blue represent the individual whose income is less or equal to 50k. Then the red color represents the individual whose income is more than 50k USD. There are two categories of gender, which are male and female. As shown is in the figure, for the educational number 11, the income for male is dominated by red color, which represents the income level for male is more than 50k USD. Meanwhile, for the female category, their income is mainly dominated by blue color, which represents the income level for a female is less than or equal to 50k USD. It can be concluded that male individual with the educational number of 11 has higher income compared to female. In this trend analysis, the individual's age is described through the age attribute. The age distribution among the data in our sample is depicted in the figure. The respondents' ages span from 17 to 19 years old. The entries recorded are between age groups with 10 years interval to display the data more concisely because there are so many ages recorded. Based on the plot, we can see that there is a lot of variation across the age groups when it comes to the ratio of more than 50k or equal to 50k. The most significant ratios to note are those of groups of 41% to 65%, which are male dominated by red, with income more than 50k. Meanwhile, for females, 41% to 65% is dominated by blue, which is less than or equal to 50k. It can be concluded that male with the average age has a higher income than the female with the average age. As shown in the figure, hours per week 33% and below is considered as low, not recommended working hours to generate income, because it is dominated by blue, which income is less or equal to 50k. Meanwhile, the average hours per week the individuals have worked, which is 33% to 66%, is dominated by red color, whose income is more than 50k. However, for 66% above, individuals who work more hours will generate more income, which is more than 50k. Although working more hours is beneficial for individuals, it is not recommended as the capital generated is less than the average working hours.
In conclusion, this experimental mode is mainly focused on analyzing and prediction accuracy of the social well-being level of the individual using different classification algorithms, which are from IPK and K-star algorithm from lazy group, which is random miserable filter classifiers, and random committees algorithm from meta group, and J48 algorithm from J48 is from trees group. The J48 classification algorithm is used in order to classify and visualize the decision trees for the dataset used. The random miserable filter classifiers algorithm proved to be the better prediction model when compared with the others model with 99.48% accuracy on correctly classified data using the model data. For the future work will focus on improving the accuracy of the algorithm. The data may be extended to collect some of the personality aspect and digital skill of the individual and hours with different classification algorithm to predict the social well-being level as future work. The authors are also interested in working in the future on data of individual social well-being for different modes of study, trying to know what mode of study affect more on the social well-being element.